Hey guys, Brandon Johnson here again. Thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at Cuckoo's Nest. This is a classic traditional Irish tune, and I first heard this song played by Norman and Nancy Blake on a YouTube video from the late 70s, outdoor concert from the late 70s, and they had their longtime fiddle player James Bryan playing on it. And he starts the song just solo fiddle, which is really cool, and it kind of has this haunting melody. And then the guitar comes in, and it's just a really cool song to shred on. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's check it out. All right, let's take a look at Cuckoo's Nest. This is a classic Irish traditional fiddle tune, and the guitar part really mimics kind of the fiddle part for this song. And this song starts with, if you're playing with a fiddle player, it starts with just the fiddle, and then the guitar comes in after that. So right off the bat, we're starting with an open B. So it's 0, 2, 3. And then you're doing 3 downstrokes on that 3rd fret B string. So you're going. And then up to the E string. You're going to be playing the song out of this position. So in other words, you're playing the first notes with your middle finger and your ring finger. And that's just to get you in a good position for the second measure. So you're starting with your middle finger, you're going open. Then you're going to do 3 downstrokes on that 3rd fret B string. You're doing an upstroke on the 2nd fret E. Okay, measure number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and after that, you're coming in with an upstroke on the open B string. And there is a little bit of a rest there, so it's kind of a... So you want to pay attention to the syncopation here. This is really what the song's all about, is the way that you pick the notes and the little subtle differences in syncopation that kind of make it sound like a fiddle. You're starting with that upstroke on the open B. So it's going to be a... So that first open to 1 is played a little bit slower than the second one, so you're playing... Okay, measure number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And right there at the end, I do like to play the D string 4th fret with my little finger. as opposed to my ring finger. And that's just kind of the way Norman Blake does it, and it would look like this. As opposed to, and I think the reason that I like playing it with my little finger is because I don't have to move. I don't actually have to physically move my hand. When I play with my ring finger, I have to move my whole hand up half a step or 1 fret. All right, let's play measures number 1 and 2 together. We're starting with that downstroke on the open B, to an upstroke on the 2nd fret with your middle finger. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at measure number 3, we have an alternating picking pattern again. We're starting with the downstroke on the open D. And we're going into this kind of a move. And I kind of like playing this with my little finger on the D string, but you can play it with your ring finger if it's more comfortable. But I kind of tend to play it with the little finger. And that's how Norman Blake plays it. If you watch him, he's kind of playing it like this, with his little finger. Okay, so you're starting with a downstroke on the open D, to the 4th fret D on an upstroke, and then a downstroke on the G string 2nd fret, and then an upstroke on the 4 on the D again. So that's kind of the pattern that repeats. And what's tough about this is not necessarily this part. This part's fairly easy. Once you get it down. What's tough about this is the transition into the latter half of the measure. So we're going from this note with your little finger, and I think this is part of the reason why it's good to play it with the little finger, because you actually have to stretch from the D string 4th fret all the way up to the high E 2nd fret. So it's an upstroke on the 4th fret D string to a downstroke on the 2nd fret high E. And then you're starting another run right there, which sounds like. Okay, so you're playing this. Right there, you're going all the way up to the high E 2nd fret. So it's. Okay, let's play that slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. open G right there is what's going to lead you into measure number 4, which also starts on open G. So you're ending measure number 3 with a downstroke on the open G, and then you're starting measure number 4 with another downstroke on the open G. So that actually gives you a second to think about the next part, and it kind of divides it up in your mind, the two parts. So the way I like to think about that transition in measure number 3 between the 4th fret D string and that 2nd fret high E is I like to kind of think of these two notes as being connected. You know, kind of connected in my mind, but also connected on the fretboard too, because you're almost playing them like you're playing that high E off of this D string 4th fret. So it's not like you're hitting that D string 4th fret and then hitting that high E. It's like they're connected. They're almost like, you know, a part of the same run in a way. So it's really important to keep those connected in your mind and in your playing. And you'll find that transition to be a lot easier. Okay, and that brings us into measure number 4. And this lick in measure number 4 is reused 4 times throughout the song. So it's reused at the end of every single bar. In the A part and the B part. So it's nice, we just have to learn it once and then we've got it for the rest of the song. So you're coming out of this. So you're landing on that open G right there. So in measure number 4, you're just starting out with a downstroke on the open G again. Okay, so you're ending with those 2 downstrokes on the open D. And what's tough about this part is that you have to go from the 4th fret G string to the 2nd fret B string. So you're going that move.